¿Cómo están? Yo soy Paty Velasco para Alfa 91.3, donde todo nace.
Entrevistas Alfa.
Estoy el día de hoy con Solarrio. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. It's our pleasure to have you here. And before we start, I would like to know what's the story behind your stage name, Solarrio? Everybody wants to know.
I mean, the stage name, it started off as an inside joke because I just told you I lived in Berlin. It's a very cold and dark place. And this project started with a friend of mine. We were always sitting in my apartment making music, and then we were depressed. Oh. And across the street was like a tanning salon, Solarium. Okay. So we're like, yeah, man. That was how it started. And I'm like, it's cool because it's like Sol, Rio, so it's the sun, the river, like the elements. So that's kind of what it started. It doesn't really have like a deeper meaning. Okay, it just sounds cool.
Super cool. And you were like waiting for the sun.
That's right. I'm always waiting for the sun. And my music is kind of like a tanning salon. It's like bringing sun when there's none.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I totally agree.
There you go.
And we love your hit Late Night Thoughts. And I think that we all have late night thoughts.
Yes, we do.
Some of them are happy or hopeful, and some of them
are not so much.
Yeah, are full of like fear or anxiety. Yeah. So I would like to know, how are your late night thoughts?
I think in this project it was more the fear and anxiety that kind of took. It was kind of dealing with a lot of disappointment and things that didn't work out, so you're kind of processing all of that.
But like in your personal life or in your career?
Both.
Okay.
Both, yeah.
So fear and anxiety. But now you have the new album, Toxicology.
It's on the way. Toxicology is on the way. It's pretty much finished. I'm releasing the first single tonight at midnight. It's called That's Not Me, and yeah, I'm excited for people to hear this new album. I'm very proud of it. I feel like it's the best. Everybody always says that this is the best music I've ever made. But I feel like it's a great continuation of the last album. So if you liked my last album, you will definitely love this. I feel like just bigger and better.
Perfect. Yeah. So what's the overall sound of Toxicology?
So the sound this time, it's kind of it's where I left off the last album. It's very 80s inspired, but I definitely went more into the funk influences of this album. Prince, Rick James, Michael Jackson.
Wow.
Yeah, those are my heroes. So this album, a little less synth pop, more funk.
Now we are talking about funk and pop and like a mix of genres and music. I want to go like step behind because you are French, but your father is from Argentina, your mother is from Russia, you've lived in several cities, you speak a lot of languages, and you play a lot of instruments too. So how does this mix of cultures and sounds, like, how can we say it, like, play into your music?
Yeah, so I think the thing is, like you said, my parents being from different places, me growing up in a place that had nothing to do with their culture. They call people like me are called third culture kids.
I love it.
Yeah, so my music's kind of like that. So I don't have my own culture, so I kind of pick and choose little bits of other cultures to create my own. And the music's the same. You take little bits and pieces from different genres to kind of make a big, like a pot, a stew.
A delicious
stew.
Yeah. So, because you've been in classical music and pop, rap, funk.
Yeah, my parents are classical musicians, so I grew up in a classical household. My my beginnings in professional music were as a rap hip-hop producer, and then I launched my own project like in 2016. I kind of decided I wanted to focus on my own music because I feel like this kind of music was missing. Yeah.
And how do you choose the lyrics or the themes on your songs?
It comes from personal.
Like experiences
mostly, but I try to write it in a universal way so everybody can relate or take or interpret it in for their own life. But a lot of it comes from personal experiences and things like that. Yeah.
And is there like special message that you would like to convey to your fans?
No, there's not a message. I don't want to convey. It's more like me kind of, it's more like a therapy kind of.
Wow.
But what I want to convey is fun. I want my listeners to have fun listening to my music. I want to give them like a 30, 40-minute escape from reality, kind of like, you know, like when you go see a movie. This is for the people that actually take time to listen to albums. This is what I want to give them. For everybody else, I just want to give you fun songs that on the surface they're fun and poppy and catchy, but beneath that there's always more to it.
Like a deep meaning.
Yeah, there's a deeper meaning, but I don't want it to be like too much for people. So even if you don't get the deeper meaning, you should still be able to enjoy the song.
Yeah, I think your music is fun.
So mission accomplished.
Mission super accomplished. And how do you connect with your fans? Do you have any like memorable experience with them?
I mean, the best way to connect is at live shows, of course, you know, and meet in person. Social media is cool, but it also kind of has a very, what do you call it? It's not real. It's like people don't talk like that to people in person. So when you see people, the way they comment, sometimes you're like, yeah, say that to my face. No, but as far as like, I've met a lot of fans. Like, any kind of emotional connection I'm able to make with a listener through my music is the best thing. Like some people, there's a song on my last album, like I've played it to people and they had tears in their eyes, and that's the greatest compliment to me. I'm like, if I was able to reach you, to get you to like, yeah. Again, mission accomplished.
Again. So let's go back to Toxicology again. I want to know, how was the process of creating and producing this new album?
I started working on these songs as soon as I finished my last album. So I didn't even release the album. I was already kind of thinking, I'm always thinking 2-3 steps ahead. Okay. This album was very much kind of like, the last album was called All the Wrong Places, and the theme was looking for love in all the wrong places. So whether romantic love, friendship, success, you know. And this album is kind of like, you didn't find it, so now you're back to toxic ways.
Okay.
And it's kind of
toxic
like
relationships.
Toxic relationships. So it's about analyzing why are we attracted to toxic things, toxic people, and I feel like this is something that a lot of people can relate to nowadays.
Yeah, and maybe make some changes.
Yeah, you know, it starts with yourself. You start with yourself.
You don't want to stay there.
No, you do not want to be toxic. No.
No.
It's not healthy.
No, not at all. Are there any songs on the album that you are particularly proud or excited about?
I'm honest. I wrote 40 songs for this album, and
40?
The album will have 11 or 12. So I think I really tried to choose the best songs that fit together. One highlight is a song called Head Over Heels. It's got a sample of a 1980s rap song from a group called Houdini. So I'm trying to get the sample cleared. So I can't really talk too much about it, but I feel like a lot of people that heard this song, they all feel like this is the one. This is gonna be the big record. So.
And that's gonna be the first single?
No. The first single is called That's Not Me, and that comes out tonight.
Tonight, yeah.
Okay. But this one is one to watch out for.
Okay, we're gonna be waiting for it. And when will the whole album be released?
I'm looking at a September, October release date. So I'm gonna be putting out songs every 6 weeks before then. So I will try to put out 5 or 6 songs from the album before the actual full album comes out.
Full album. And are you planning some tour?
I'm hoping to, you know, that's why we're out here doing promo. Hopefully later this year we can do a little tour in Mexico, US, Europe, you know, wherever my music works. I'm very honored and happy that my music has so many listeners in Mexico.
Yes.
So it was so I'm definitely trying to build on that. I might do some features with other artists. I also have a label.
Tell us more about it.
About what?
Which artists?
I don't know. Like there's nothing really I can say right now. But I have an artist called Holland Is. He's signed to my label.
Okay.
He's my partner. He's a rapper from Compton, California. He was featured on my last album, and he played a big part in the making of this album. And we're also some outside of my own project. He's like my biggest priority is getting him out there and promoting him, and he's gonna be releasing 2 projects this year as well.
Okay, and any Mexican artists?
I'd love to if you introduce me to some. Like,
okay, you're here in Mexico.
Please, I'm here. Mexican artists, holla at me. Let's work. I'd love to.
That would be great.
No, I'd love to, really.
Because you're used to having combinations and mixes in your life, so I think that would be great. How do you see the future of electronic music and your place in it?
This is a tough one because with AI and everything going on, you know, I don't know what it's gonna be like in 5 years from now. It's kind of like it's exciting, but it's also scary. So for me, I just kind of want to continue doing my thing regardless. You know, all these new things all these new tools that we have. Some of them are cool, some of them not so cool. But I don't want to be kind of like anti anything. I feel like if there's a way for me to use it creatively and
So you will use
yeah,
AI.
yeah,
Okay.
sure. I mean, when people say use AI, some people think, you know, there's these websites where you can just kind of go type in a sentence and they will create a song for you. That's
No.
not what I mean when I say I use AI. I use AI, you call it, sometimes for stem separation. Like if I have like an old record, I want to take out the drums, I can do that. Like there's creative ways you can use them as tools and not just, you know.
Yeah, like giving the input to the AI, not letting the AI
make the
do
music.
everything,
Exactly.
the music.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's the big difference.
Absolutely. And what advice would you give to young artists that are just like beginning?
First of all, you got to be patient. You got to have a lot of patience. This is not a place where things happen fast.
No.
Music industry can be very slow and tedious. You have to have a lot of patience. You have to have thick skin. You have to be ready to hear a lot of no's and a lot of people not doing like this. What do you call it?
Haters.
Well, not just haters, but just like, I mean, yeah. If you don't have no haters, you're doing something wrong. First of all.
Okay.
So the first
That's
thing
a
is
good
like,
advice.
you gotta get haters, because if you don't have any haters and everybody likes what you're doing something wrong and you're not gonna be successful. So that's the thing. But yeah, just kind of.
You have to love music with
You have to,
all your heart.
Exactly. You have to be very passionate about this. You cannot be in this just for fame or money, because there's better ways to get famous and become rich than making music. And you should go and do that and leave this music to the people who love the music.
Leave the space.
Leave the space. Go be a streamer or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Something else that you would like to add, Solarrio?
No,
Because I'm having so much fun.
I'm having fun. So I mean, I'm here in Mexico City. I'm going to Monterrey as well. Thank you to everybody that's tuning in and supporting, and you know.
Have you tried tacos, tequilas,
Come on,
mezcal?
Of course.
Okay. And you love tacos.
I love tacos. You know, like I said, I'm in LA a lot. We got a lot of. They got pretty good tacos
No,
there
but
too.
these are the
This is
real
different.
ones.
This is the real deal. Yep.
Yeah. So
Yep.
mezquila or tecal?
Depends. Mezcal or tequila.
Mezcal or tequila?
Mezquila.
Or both.
It's a
maybe.
good one. Mezquila.
Mezquila.
It's a
maybe,
new one.
Maybe a new combination.
Okay, we're coming soon. Mezquila.
Mezquila. Solario, can you send a message to all your Mexican fans?
Okay, I wish I could say it in Spanish. Unfortunately, my Spanish no es bueno. If you tell me what to say, I can repeat it.
What do you want to say?
I want to say greetings to all my listeners in Mexico. Thank you for supporting me and staying tuned for new music.
Saludos a todos los que escuchan mi música en México.
Saludos a todos que escuchan mi música en México.
Gracias por su apoyo.
Gracias por su apoyo.
Perfect.
There you go.
Thank you, Solario. It's been
it was a pleasure.
Fun to
you
be
so
here with
much.
you. Thank you so much.
Él fue Solarrio para Alfa 91.3, donde todo nace. Yo soy Paty Velasco.
Entrevistas Alfa.